Why do I have to marry this troublesome weird girl?
No, I will never marry this bossy rich kid.
Lucy and Adam were the witches of two great noble families. They had been engaged since they were kids, but they hadn't known anything about that. And after growing up and hearing about the engagement, they were both really indignant because they really hated each other. Both of them had their own thought about the engagement, and they tried by all means to break it off. The two families tried by all means to yoke Lucy and Adam together. One day, they tricked the kids, making them go out together and hoping that would bring them closer. The kids were really angry because their parents had tricked them, but they had no choice but cooperate and find the way back home.
If it's not because my parents asked me to do this, I will never go with you.
You think I want to go with you? Stop crying and find the way to come back home with me.
They found the way back home together. Suddenly, they saw two men in black walking towards them. They could feel the danger, so that they speed up and ran away.
Hold my hand tight.
The two kids used all of their energy to run away from the two men in black. They run toward the town, and finally, they reached the dead end. The two men in black swung their wands to attack the kids. Adam subconsciously held Lucy on his lap. Suddenly, the orbs on their neck were glowing, making the two men run away in frightened. Narrowly escaping from the death, the two kids quickly found the way back home and told the whole story to their parents.
1,000 years ago, there was a dark witch named Melinda. She practiced forbidden magic, followed the dark path with the conspiracy to rule this world. She caused many miserable things for all the people. Your great-great-grandfather had to sacrifice his own life to seal Melinda into a statue. However, a few days ago, we realized that the statue had been stolen by Melinda's disciples. We are so worried and thought that it was the right time to tell you the truth about the orbs on your neck. The Lucy's white one brings the power of light, and Adam's black one brings the power of dark. They are the treasure from our ancestor. They could predict that Melinda will surely find the way to be back, and two of you are the chosen descendants to seal her once again.
Lucy and Adam inherited the superpower from the orbs, but they still didn't have the suitable skills to control the power, so that Lucy and Adam attended a training course, which gave them a better cooperation and a full control of their power. But no one could imagine that 1,000 years ago, Melinda hadn't been fully sealed, so when the statue was stolen, a part of her soul could be able to escape from the statue and temporarily live on the body of her loyal disciple, Shady. This time, Melinda herself snuck into the barack, where the two kids were training, in order to spy and disunite Lucy and Adam.
Shady, my loyal disciple, bring me to the barack on the west side, where the two kids are training to fight against us. I will find the way to distract them, making them disunite.
At the barack, Lucy and Adam learned how to use the spells and how to use the magic wand to fight. Because they didn't like each other before, the two kids often quarreled. Everything was put on its climax after a training session, when Lucy unintentionally wounded Adam. After that, they argued so loudly.
Lucy, please focus! You wounded me. Why do I have to be a partner with a weak girl like you? It's ridiculous.
Lucy intended to come closer and sorry Adam, but after hearing those words, her tears started to drop. Then she ran away. Lucy felt really guilty, and she decided to go to the kitchen, make a cake as an apology to Adam. After making the cake, Lucy brought it to Adam. She saw Shady in front of the kitchen. He wanted to help Lucy bring the cake to Adam. At that time, Lucy was still embarrassed with what she had done, so she let Shady bring the cake away. Shady secretly put some purge on the cake, then he went to the training camp and gave the cake to Adam, saying that Lucy had made it for him.
Adam, just look at what I'm having. This is the cake, which is also the apology from Lucy. Please take it. Don't make her disappointed.
As soon as he finished eating the cake, his stomach started to have severe stomach ache. He suspected that only Lucy could do that. Then he went out to find Lucy.
Lucy, I can't believe that. Maybe we're not good together, but I never thought about harming you. But why did you do that to me?
Then Adam immediately left. Lucy was bewildered. She didn't know what had happened. Once again, she sat by the tree and thought. Taking advantage of the situation, Shady came closer and comforted Lucy.
Lucy, don't cry. You are really pitiful. All of your efforts were rejected by Adam. You really wanted to say sorry to him, but he just threw the harsh words back to you. Yesterday, I even heard him talking to the masters that he will fight against Melinda by himself. He said that you would be a burden for him.
Adam is so bossy that he disregards others. I will fight by my own strength. I don't need him.
Right at that moment, the loyal servant from Lucy's family came and informed her that Melinda's disciples had captured her parents.
Lucy! Lucy! Melinda's disciples have taken your parents and Adam's parents away!
Lucy immediately set out to save her parents. Inside the barack, Adam was so regretful for what he had said in anger.
Did I hurt Lucy? I'm so bad.
Adam intended to go find Lucy, but right after that, Adam also got the news about his parents, who had been taken away by the disciples of Melinda. He immediately rushed to that cave. Lucy and Adam got to the cave at the same time. They looked at each other, but they didn't know what to say on that situation. Together, they entered the cave. Seeing their parents were being tied on wooden piles, the two disciples of Melinda were standing under these piles and holding a burning torch in their hands. The two kids were about to come over, fight against the men in black, and save their parents. Then, they heard a voice from the statue.
The silly kids finally got you trapped. Ha ha ha! With your little power, and you think you can defeat me?
Release my parents and fight with us.
Release them immediately. This is our business. It's nothing related to them.
Wanna save your parents? Ha 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 ha! You just need to handle the orbs, or your parents will be burned out with the witch's flame. How do you want to bet with your parents' life? The two kids decided to hand the orbs over to Melinda, despite their parents' words of disapproval.
No, you can't do it! Don't believe her!
The two kids put the orbs inside the hole on the statue. Immediately, a light flashed, the statue cracked, and Melinda was reborn. Well, well, well. It has been so long since the last time I could see the light directly like this. So comfortable.
We have broke your seal off. Keep your promise and release my parents.
How naive these kids are. You think that I will keep the promise? Not only your parents, but also both of you will be killed. Then there will be no threaten with me anymore. I will rule this world. Little girl, I will give you a chance. You have to take our side. Your partner really disrespects you. Go with me. I can see your talent and you will have a high position at my side. Lucy dived into her own thoughts.
Lucy, don't believe her. With me, you are always the best partner. I'm sorry for the words I said that hurt you, but you are really important to me.
Adam's words awakened Lucy.
You're a liar! You're so cruel! I will never believe you!
Melinda was furious and attacked the two kids. Lucy and Adam tried their best to fight against her. However, they didn't know how to cooperate well. Adam moved forward to attack, and Lucy did the same thing. She stood right in front of Adam, making him unable to attack. The fight was really tense. However, the two kids had just lost their orbs, and with their little power, they couldn't hold it for long. Melinda smiled cunningly. She casted a spell. A dark smoke flew towards seeking them. Adam immediately ran over and pushed Lucy out. The dark smoke rolled around his body. Adam fell off the ground and gradually fainted. Lucy hurriedly ran towards Adam. She raised him up, and it looked like she had realized her love for Adam.
Wake up, Adam. I didn't say that you were a good teammate. You would forever be my good friend, and it seemed like I love you.
Lucy held Adam's hand tight, hugged him, and cried. One of her tears dropped on Adam's left chest, creating a light which covered both of them. Adam woke up. The two orbs suddenly glue up and flew towards the kids. At that time, the kids realized that the true power of the orbs could only be blasted by their belief, cooperation, and love. Melinda crazily attacked the two kids. No, it can't be! It can never be! Adam and Lucy held hands and casted a spell together,
Seal Melinda once again into the statue. At the same time, Melinda's two disciples were also defeated.
Melinda once again was sealed forever. The towns became peaceful like before. After overcoming death challenges together, Lucy and Adam finally understood and gradually fell in love with each other. A tight handshake between the two kids was a bright sign of a beautiful love. Although evil things are still somewhere outside, but once there was still some brave people who dared to stand up and protect others, they will forever be the losers.